La misión número 1 es hacer un ensayo de opinión. La misión número 2 es una entrevista a 3 personas con la inteligencia artificial. Y la número 4 vas a diseñar tu robot con la ayuda de la inteligencia artificial.
Welcome to another episode of UEN's PDTV. In this episode, we have traveled to Moroni Elementary to learn how Talia Casares utilizes artificial intelligence to support teaching and learning in her 4th grade Dual Language Immersion class.
My name is Talia Casares. I am the 4th grade teacher at Moroni Elementary. I have students from different areas here in the county because we are the only dual language immersion school. So they come here, they learn Spanish half of the day and the other half they learn in English. And we get a lot of kids and they get to practice the language every day. They get to practice like English every day because we also have students that don't know English, that are new to the country. So it's a really nice school to be.
Throughout this episode, we'll learn how Talia designs AI activities to help her differentiate instruction and provide her students with more opportunities for reading, writing, speaking, and listening in their target language. I noticed right away that you use a lot of technology in your classroom. Tell me, just generally speaking, on a daily basis, what kinds of technology do you use?
Well, we use like the basics, like Google Slides, PowerPoints, Nearpod. I really like Nearpod because it gives us a lot of chances for interaction with the students and engagement. I also use programs to make videos with them. I use simulators to help students with science. And we've been using this year the artificial intelligence because it's something new and it's like we're learning about it and it's been really fun lately. So that's what I've been using.
So tell me specifically some of the things that you've been doing with school AI.
We did an interview to Nikola Tesla because one of our readings was about Nikola Tesla, and it was very interesting to see kids being engaged, asking him questions, learning about him. We did some reading before, so they prepared their questions to ask him, and then they made a report about it. That was one activity. We also used it for science. We did a project where they had to make different experiments with energy, and school AI was helping them to do the experiments. They will come and just ask me, because something that I really like about school AI is that it helps me differentiate my students' learning. So sometimes they go faster and learn faster, so it gives them a different activity than others. So it goes to their level of Spanish and the language, like the science. We did other activities too, like for more like conjugating verbs, because we are a dual language immersion. We have to conjugate and learn how to use verb tenses, and we use it for that too. We use it like to check their understanding of a video. It asks them questions, show them the video, and then ask a lot of questions to them.
Yeah, those are some really fun ideas. What is the project that they worked on today? You had a few rotations going on. Tell us what they were working on.
We are at the end of our unit about robots and technology. So they had to read a book about robots, drones, and how they help or replace people. So today was the beginning for their final project. They had to write an essay about their opinion, if they think robots are helpful or not. And then we had another station when they had to interview 3 different people and then make a video, make like a mock-me video where they had to act as one of the people they interviewed. And then the other one was creating a robot. Like they had to work in different groups and make a plan for the robot, and AI was helping them with the process of creating it, guiding them through the process, and then they just had to make a model and then create one with Legos.
¿Qué tal el delfín? que come basura del agua, pero que no asuste a los otros peces para que...
A ver, Piper, ¿qué votas por el delfín? ¿Votan por el delfín y la basura o no votan por ese? ¿Les gusta esa idea o no?
Sí, a mí
¿El delfín? Ok, pues ya empiecen a trabajar en su delfín. Ya tienes la idea de... Oh, mira, Piper ya hizo el dibujo de su delfín. Ya tienen un poco de idea. Ayúdenle a Piper para ver qué otras partes necesitan.
One thing that I loved about these rotations that you designed is that it was this blended approach. You had them interacting with AI on their iPads, and then they were talking to each other, they were writing, they were hands-on building and creating. And I just loved the interaction and the back and forth between those two environments.
Yeah, it is actually really helpful because for a DLI classroom, it's kind of hard to have groups because you gotta be careful of everyone being engaged and using the language. But AI really helps them to stay focused. To even kids that really struggle, I think it helps them. I do have to give them support to do it, but I think they are more engaged and they have, like if I just give them one thing like AI, they kind of miss the other. I think the benefits of AI is using it as a complement to your teaching and making it better for them and for you because it makes me have more time to help them. It helps me realize what they're doing because afterwards I can just check what they were doing, if they were engaged, what questions they were asking, if they were not asking questions, and then I can come back and see, oh, we need to work on this.
I love that you bring up that differentiation and the language support. And what you said about you really utilizing the data to see who needs extra support, who's excelling and maybe needs extra challenges. I noticed that right away, even with the way that you presented the instructions. Everything was prepared and written out. They talked to each other after reading the instructions to make sure they knew what to do. And that kind of scaffolding and support just continued right through the lesson. And I noticed exactly what you said, that you were able to go to the specific students that needed you still. And then others were able to just continue on with the project interacting with the AI. It was just this perfect example of differentiation and scaffolds and support and great teaching practices.
And you can see that like in the students' work, you can see the ones that always go far and beyond. Their work is more complete, it gives them a little bit more of a challenge, and the ones that struggle, it's more simple and basic, but that's something really good. It's like having an assistant in your classroom helping you with the language and everything. I think it's really good, so yeah.
The goals with DLI is to get them reading, writing, speaking, listening in the target language. How does AI really help promote that?
Well, I think that's something you were able to see. They were reading, they were writing all the time. That's basic. They can listen. I don't think they use their headphones today. They were just writing, but usually they have their headphones to listen. And as you can see, we had activities. They had to collaborate to each other, which is really important to communicate. And they were acting and communicating like in an interview that is a real life task that they have to learn. So it's really helpful because it motivates them. I have had, like when we did our interview to Nikola Tesla, I had this one kid that never wants to speak the language, and he was very engaged and he was trying his best and even trying to find the words, and maybe you will see some of them asking questions or even looking in Google Translate how to say so they can communicate. So it makes it more meaningful for them.
Yeah, I love that. I also have to say that I love that the AI robot was talking to them about the pros and cons of robots. I thought, oh, this is a good digital citizenship lesson too.
Yeah, it's good. It's good that we have that lesson this year that we're using that, because then they learn. I think they really have to learn how to use AI. That's part of their reality now, and we have to use it. And they have to learn how to use it because it can go either way, you know, like good or bad.
Thank you so much for letting us visit your classroom today and see you and your students in action.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming. It was fun for me and for them. Thank you.
Now that you have seen artificial intelligence in action, consider how you might incorporate AI into your classroom as well. As always, start with your core standards. Then explore AI. Consider how it might help your teacher workflow, as well as increase student engagement and learning opportunities. UEN has developed what we call our human framework to help you better utilize AI in the classroom. H stands for honing your goal. As mentioned, make sure that your use of AI has clear intentions that tie into your core standards and objectives. U stands for understanding limitations. Be sure that you understand the limitations of AI, what it can do, what it can't do, and the errors that can be possible when utilizing it. M stands for mitigate the risks. A stands for assess the interaction. Once you've used AI, really evaluate how it went and how you might adjust things next time. N stands for nurture human connection. As you saw in Talia's classroom, AI was blended seamlessly with human interactions and hands-on activities. You can find this AI framework and examples of AI use cases in UEN's AI Toolkit. The toolkit also includes USBE's AI framework, as well as UEN's AI product pages, including information about School AI, Magic School, and SkillStruck. You can also find professional learning resources in our AI Toolkit, including a link to UEN's AI course, our Teacher Tips playlist, and the latest season of our UEN Homeroom podcast. Also be sure to visit our AI Hub in eMedia. For even more resources, strategies, and tools to help you implement AI in your classroom, be sure to visit uen.org/PDTV and access the teacher toolkit that accompanies this episode. Thanks for watching UEN's PDTV. To access more professional development resources from UEN and to schedule a training, visit uen.org/development. We'll see you next time.